Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. We're doing this again. We're doing another kind of like shop my stash, get ready with me style video. I'm gonna try and keep it super casual. I better sit down because the lighting is pretty hot, glaring at me. So I'm gonna do the same thing as we did last time. We'll go ahead and shop for makeup to use for today. And then while I'm doing my makeup, we will talk about, my shop my stash videos, my typical shop my stash videos, and updates and stuff like that. And yeah, we'll put some makeup together. So if you like get ready with me videos, very chill, relax, just hanging out, please keep on watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And now let's go ahead and get to the makeup that I want to use for today. I'm getting my tattoo today. I'm finishing it up today. So I I want to be ready. I want to look kind of cute, getting my tattoo. I might take you around with me while I'm getting it. Just some clips here and there. This is my outfit. It does get really cold. I get really cold when I'm being tattooed. So needed some pants for today. We got some leggings going on. With this type of blue shirt, what I know I would like to wear, and I know it's gonna look good, would be more on the berries, kind of tones. So for the eyes, I know it's probably gonna be a little bit boring, but I'm just gonna reach for something as simple like this simple. And I do want to use a new eyeshadow, like that eye puck thing from Half Magic. So I'm gonna pull this one out, and then I'm gonna pull the Half Magic, this baby up, the Half Magic glitter puck. I do want to put this all over the lid, on top of this one. Um, is there anything from the new makeup that I'm gonna try, or do I want to try? Yeah, because, well, why not? We've got, how about we try one of the like the bronzing drops? We've got the Cali Ray Sun Drip, or we've got the Makeup by Mario. I've used the Makeup by Mario once. Have I used the Cali Ray one? I'm not sure if I have. Maybe I did once too. So I want to use one of these. I know I want to use one of these. Got a new Fenty, the Gloss Bomb Stick, and the shade is Fussy, so it's on the pinky side. So I do want to play with that one. I have the Fenty concealer. Should we try it? I also ordered the Fenty foundation from Ulta, which I received already. Do we want to do Fenty? I think I want a little bit. Yeah, you know what? Let's do it. Why not? We'll do these. You remember this one? I was supposed to take it back to Ulta. Yeah, I never took it back, and now I'm stuck with it. So here we are. Um, okay, so we pulled in the lip gloss, the lip thing from the gloss bomb from Fenty. Let's pull in a lip liner with it. I think I'm gonna try this baby, the Wherever Walnut lip liner with it. And then for kind of a lip gloss topper thingy, we've got some berryish. I missed the Lawless ones, so let's do the Lawless. Um, I know new makeup, tons of new makeup for now, but it's okay. Which one do I want to use? Hmm. Um, I guess we'll go with the Cali Ray. Why not? What's back there? What's this? Ooh, a Kiko Milano lip gloss. Baddie, Rania, baddie. Okay. um, so I've got what I need for concealer, bronzing drops. What else do we need, you guys? I need the foundation. Now I gotta dig through the new box from Ulta to pull it out. For an actual bronzer, blush, and highlighters, for blush, I want to use one of these, the Rare Beauty blushes. I think Happy. Let's pull in Happy. And as a second option, I think I'm gonna grab the. I think Happy should be plenty. I'm gonna pull Happy in, and then I really, this guy, this baby from Dior, the shade Rosy. I think this with Happy should make for a really pretty, like, blushy highlighty kind of look where I would not need um, like a different highlighter. So there's that. Um, what else do I want? Um, got, I want a powder bronzer. Powder bronzer. Let's see. For a powder bronzer, we could do. Hmm, keep it with the glowy. We're gonna stay with the glowy. Let's do the Kosas. Kosas Breezy. Beachy, sorry. This is the second deepest. Um, I would have liked a liquid blush. I guess this could be my liquid blush, but then all right, we'll figure it out. If I need anything that's, I didn't grab, we'll just pull for it. I know which primer I'm going to use, which is going to be this baby. And yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and dig for my foundation, and then let's get back together and start putting everything on. All right, I've got everything laid out in front of me. I'm just going to clip my hair real quick, a little bit to the back so we don't get it all. Look how beautiful my curls turned out this time. I don't want to mess up all of my hair. Takes a long time to wash it and kind of brush it and take care of it. Okay, I'm gonna take my earrings off. I hate when I get like powder products in them. Oh, that's one thing I did not pull in, powders. You know what I really want to play with? I really want to play with my La Prairie powder. I've been seeing it, seeing quite a few videos, like for luxury high-end powders, and not just powders, makeup in general. And I'm like, I love that powder. I always feel guilty using it, but I'm just gonna wear it today. I have quite a bit of um my skincare is mainly done, like I washed and prepped my skin and all of that, but a little spritz can never hurt. Oh, I have so much to tell you guys. It was a week from hell. Literally, it felt like a week from hell. Like the last time I spoke to you, which was last Friday. Oh, great. We already have a problem with one of the contacts. We just got started. I might have to take an intermission, go unblur my contacts, and come back. Will we resume? Hopefully that helps. I hate that. I hate how constantly, like with contacts, as soon as you get, or I, for me, as soon as I get something remotely close to my eyes, it blurs my contacts. So I have to be very careful. What? It's not that I even used any eye products yet. That's why we're doing this, you guys. That's why we have this right now going on. It's been hell. I've been in hell this week. It was literally hell. Um, this week has been hell. All right. Don't even know where I was, where I was saying. Been getting family member phone calls pretty much all day. Um, I just want to address the shop my stash that I've been currently doing for this video and then for my last one. I do have my everyday makeup drawer. It's still got stuff since the last time I filmed that video, and I'm kind of like really sick and tired of wearing the same makeup. And I was in the process of filming declutters, so I pulled out like I pulled out all of the eyeshadow palettes from in there because I started with eyeshadow palettes for declutters, and then I pulled out my foundations because I was going to do foundations and concealer declutters, and then so on and move to different categories. Well, uh, so that's why I'm not using the makeup that I selected last time around because it's just been in there for quite some time. And I just want to play with some newer makeup. I did pick up some newer stuff recently, and I really want to play with the newer makeup. So That's number one. Number two is I will be filming a Shop My Stash video again. Like I'm gonna go through the whole actual full Shop My Stash video, film my usual hour, hour and a half, however long it ends up being. So that's gonna be coming. And I really thought that that last week was gonna be able to do that. I thought I was gonna have enough time to film my blush declutter, hopefully, or lipsticks, because that was like either I was gonna do blush or lipsticks. I know for sure, mainly bullet lipsticks. I've got quite a few that are just that I just don't use, and I keep hoarding, and I don't want to be a hoarder of stuff that just sits there when I can pass it on to somebody that will use it, or you know that kind of thing. I just don't want to do that. So um, that was the plan. That was like, okay, so definitely shop my stash, either lip or blush declutter or both. And then life just has its own way of surprising you and kicking you in the ass right when you were not expecting it. I had my date with my husband that last Friday, and that was the last video I filmed. And we went to the pool afterwards in the afternoon. And around like 5:30, I started having really bad stomach pains, like really bad stomach pains. Kind of felt like the pain I was getting when I had my uh, ruptured ectopic pregnancy. Uh, Felt very similar to that. Incredible pain, like laying over, just struggling. My stomach was killing me. Didn't really think much about it. I thought it was probably something I ate. I'm like, okay, it's probably uh I try not to eat processed foods. I don't. I very rarely would eat like processed food, and I do keto. Like that's usually my lifestyle is low carb, very low carb, no sugars, nothing processed. I just don't want processed foods. But the day that we went to the winery, I took a bag of um, like pre-made keto cookies or keto friendly cookies. They're actually good. We've had them before. Occasionally we'll buy them, just like when we are feeling like, okay, we kind of want a treat. We know that we're going to be having some wine, some sort of cookies, and I don't want to bake cookies. I'm not a baker. So we've had them before, and I was like, is it the sugar that's in there, the allulose, it's the stevia? It's never really bothered me so much before. So I'm like, what is it? Like, what's the stomach ache from? Totally thought that it would be like it was the cookies, or and that's another thing that I ate that day, which is completely outside of my normal, is a slice of apple pie. And that was the only thing I ate differently from my husband. He's gluten free, so he couldn't eat the apple pie. But I ate it. I know it's not keto, but I just I was we were at the winery, we were driving home, felt nauseated, and come to think of it, like I barely had any tastings. Usually I'll have like three tastings, like three full size tastings, and I have no issues. But this time it was like three half size tastings, and I was like nauseated. So I'm like, I think I need food. I thought it was like the wine. So as we stopped for the pie, because I'm like, babe, I think I really need to eat something. Um, so I was like, okay, it's either the pie that did it, or it was the cookies, the keto cookies. So feeling miserable. Friday afternoon, went to bed, body aches, like really bad body aches. My entire body was hurting. I felt like I was run over by like a truck or something. Um, Wake up on Saturday, feeling even worse. Like I had chills at night. I was starting to run a low grade fever, extremely nauseated. Um, like, and here's we're gonna get to some TMI, so I do apologize beforehand. Um, it, like basically full on diarrhea, full on vomiting, full on anything related to stomach issues. I'm like, great, stomach flu, great, how wonderful, or food poisoning. I am susceptible to migraines. Like I definitely get migraines. I'm finally on a migraine treatment. We'll see how that goes. So I have Zofran is like something that just I have to have at my house with me all times because there's nothing worse than getting a bad migraine and then being so nauseated, can't keep down the uh, the migraine pills. So I took Zofran to just kind of like to be able to drink some water, get some water in. Had no appetite whatsoever. Um, but yeah, I needed to just start keeping water in. I was using the bathroom so many times. I was like, we're borderline going to get dehydrated very, very soon. In bed for 4 days. Well, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, I was like, okay, I need care now. Like, there's just no way. This is too painful. I'm miserable. So I have Kaiser, and I was able to do a like a video consultation, video visit with a doctor, and his thing was like, just stay hydrated, sounds like it could be this or this. We're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna order some stool testing, some for some basically I need to go to the lab and provide my stool. Wonderful, right? I was in so much pain, and I was like, okay, I know that I'm gonna be able to go number two. It's just that how uncomfortable having to do this. Anyway, I go to Kaiser, I pick up the kids, I come home, and whenever it happened, and then my husband went and dropped it off for me. So that was on Monday. I'm waiting for the results. Monday, there were like two different results. So they tested for Giardia, and then they tested for, oh my God, this stuff is so pretty. I just had to take a little break and say that. Wow, that's gorgeous. And then the other test was a culture test, and that was for salmonella. And so bacteria, like one was a culture test and one was not, which apparently culture test, which the doctor did not tell me that they could take up to 4 days to get the results. So feeling miserable, still in bed. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I had another appointment, another video consultation with this doctor. And then at that point, my symptoms have started to improve. Like, sure, I was going to the bathroom, but maybe not 20 times a day, maybe just 10 times a day now. My nausea was a little bit under control without having to take Zofran. I was able to eat some crackers, the brat diet, completely opposite of my normal diet, but it's fine. My body needed what it needed. And I was more than happy to give my body what it needs when it needs it. So the brat diet, crackers and bread and just boiled potatoes, boiled rice, just bland stuff. But I was able to start keeping it down and not like get extremely nauseated and toss my cookies right away. So when I had that consultation with the doctor on Wednesday, things had already started being on the upswing. And then I'm like, okay, like, what should I expect? Because here I am off work Monday, Tuesday, and it's going to be Wednesday because I was still feeling pretty crappy. And then Thursday, Friday. So I did get I did get on sick leave for the full week. There was no way I could think. Anyways, um, so I asked the doctor, like, okay, so what should I expect? Like, when is this gonna be better? He was like, yeah, it's good that you're improving, but it could be up to 2 weeks to fully recover. I'm like, oh my Lord, this is miserable. Again, at that point, we still did not get the bacterial results yet. I had my tattoo appointment scheduled, I don't know, so long ago. It was supposed to be July 13th, and then my niece's birthday party was July 13th. So I had to push it. And I really did not want to push this appointment because by if it, like if I had to push it, I would not be able to go probably until sometime mid-September to late September. And I just want the tattoo done at this point. I was thinking about starting a new one, but I don't think I'm gonna do it today. I think I'm just gonna finish the one tattoo, take some time for my body to fully heal and recover, and then do a new tattoo around the fall time where I know I'm not gonna be in the water or be around the beach or any of that. So keeping that in mind, I wanted to be like, okay, I have my tattoo appointment. What should I be planning for? Could I get worse? Could I get better? Should I plan it? Should I cancel it? Should I not cancel it? I can't go to my tattoo appointment with no food in my system. That's just no, no. It's too much trauma to the body. I want to take a break from my storytelling. I pulled out the Fenty Beauty foundation that I just got from Ulta, and it's either used or it's been pumped or what, because this is, I just opened it. I don't feel comfortable after. I just, that thing's got to go back, or I need a different foundation. I need to exchange it. So I'm going to go ahead and use my L'Oreal True Match Nude. I love this stuff and I'm so close to finishing it. So I should just focus on it. And I'm going to be using my Nicola Rose. This is my new one, BK Nicola Rose, the N17. So yeah, I'm like, okay, what should I expect? What should I do? I couldn't be like, so should I cancel my tattoo appointment, doctor? I didn't say that, but um, he's like, sounds like you're on the upswing, so hopefully by the weekend you should be good. But I do want to extend your um, sick leave, your excuse to be off from work. So he did that. And then yesterday, which was Friday, today's Saturday, around like 3 to 30 p.m., I get a call from somewhere in San Diego. Usually I don't answer unknown numbers, but because I've been like waiting for my test results and I've been waiting for to hear from Kaiser, like so I'm like I, I answered, and it was the county of San Diego, um, like the health department, I guess, or I don't know what. They're like, "Oh, did you get a call from Kaiser? Because we got your test results back." And I'm like, I did not get a call. I'm like, it's not sounding like a promising thing. Did you get a call? Because we have your test results. I'm like, great. What is it? What do I have? Give it to me. Tell me the bad news. And she's like, yeah, we got your test results and you have salmonella. Just great. You know, just great. It's like one of those things that you hear about and you're like, it's dangerous. It's dangerous. It's nothing to take lightly by any means. There have been documented like 417 cases of death in the United States due to salmonella, with so many different hospital, like thousands of hospitalizations. I get it, like it doesn't apply to everybody, and there are extreme cases, autoimmune diseases, and more susceptible people, or more, what's the word I'm trying to find, like it could affect people like older people and babies a lot more than an adult who's it's somewhat on a normal healthy lifestyle, no underlying health issues, but still it's not something you want to hear. And then they go back, so the incubation period is like 6 hours to 6 days. And then, of course, they're trying to trace it back to see if it's, somebody else. They're just trying to trace it back and trying to see if it's an outbreak or whatever. So they ask quite a bit of questions on, like, what did you eat? Where did you eat? Where did you buy your groceries from? And all of that stuff. Um, so that was quite the exciting fall conversation. But at that point, I was starting. I'm more again here at this point. I am already feeling better. I'm gonna try that Fenty concealer. I hope I like it. Um, I'm so disappointed with the foundation. Like, it's definitely been either pumped or used or both. Never had that with Ulta products. Ooh, I was gonna use that bronzer, cream bronzer. We could do it still. I'm gonna cream bronze while this concealer sits for a little. I've never worked with this concealer. I don't want to let it sit for too long. I get so distracted when I talk, telling you my story, and I might be going into way too many details. But at this point, it was like when I got off the phone, it was about 3 p.m. My results had not posted on the Kaiser app yet. Like, I didn't get a notification that my test results are back. And I asked the lady at the county, like, who was talking to me, like, okay, like, what should I do? She's like, oh, you should probably call your doctor and be like, hey, I got my results back, and, you know, salmonella, and then discuss it with them. Hi, sweets. Okay, baby. I guess maybe just this one. Can you close the door, sweetheart? So I did. After I hung up the phone with the girl from the county, I called Kaiser and receptionist. I was like, hey, I just got a call, just exactly like what the girl told me. I just got a call from the county, and my test results have came back, and it is salmonella, and I would like to discuss with my doctor or a doctor. So the girl, the receptionist, she was like, okay, I'll send an urgent message to your doctor, and they'll call you back. All right, let's try this Cali Ray product. I think that I like this concealer. I think I'm gonna need a little bit more concealing, though. So Cali Ray. It's such a weird day. It's kind of like gloomy and humid, but it's in the 80s. Ugh, not my favorite type of weather. Um, so here we are, 3 o'clock, 3:30, 4 o'clock, Friday, 4:30, no call from Kaiser. But I did get a text message saying that I have a new prescription um, ready for a refill, and I've been prescribed. I was like, okay. It was antibiotics. Um, my husband and my son are meeting one of my son's friends for a swim date, and he's taking my ring to get it cleaned for me for my birthday and inspect it. It's been a while because I'm going to be at my tattoo appointment, so it was like a chance for them to go do something without me, not stay at home. Um, same by basically. Um, so yeah, I see the prescription and I'm like, okay. I called Kaiser. I'm like, okay, like, am I gonna get a call from a doctor? Like, is anybody gonna call me? Because I see a prescription on this blended so like easily. I feel like it just gave a beautiful glow. I will need some powder bronzer on top still, but I think that looks so pretty. Might go with a little bit of a cream blush and then a little bit more concealer. And then they were like, oh, okay. I'll send an updated message that you would like to discuss with the doctor. And I'm like, yeah, I would like to discuss with the doctor. Like, what kind of BS is this? So yeah, so they're like, okay, well, I'll update the note. The guy that I spoke to is like, okay, I'll update the note that you would like to discuss with the doctor. How do you prescribe an antibiotics and not discuss with the patient first? Like, number one, I was, needless to say, I was angry. I was pretty ticked off. Um, like, shouldn't I have a say in my own health, basically? Like, you just prescribed me a medication without talking to me, like without even saying, like, chicken, like, hey, how are your symptoms? Or have you improved? Do I even need the medication? Anyway, I did not take it. The side effects, and I get it, like sometimes I do read a little bit too much into that stuff, and it's just because, like, I just want to be an educated, kind of like, I want to know. I don't want to just blindly be like, okay, well, you said that this is going to make me better, but is it, or is it really necessary? Is my body capable on doing what it needs to do, so I don't have to take X, Y, and Z type of medication, kind of thing? um so I ordered the medicine and then went and picked it up at like 6 p.m. And then on the way home from picking it up, because my husband was driving, I was reading like the side effects. And at that point, I still had not discussed it with a doctor that, yes, maybe I should take it, or no, maybe I don't need to take it. So I read the side effects, and like gnarly side effects, like gnarly. And I'm like, I'm not going to be the one in the million who ends up with X, Y, and Z due to X, Y, and Z. Like, no, no, thank you. And then it seemed that for from most of the research that I did on like the CDC, so yeah, so most of the like what I read about salmonella, and like, yeah, it's dangerous for elderly or people with um, autoimmune diseases, or children under 12 months old. But nowhere it said that you can't get rid of salmonella. Sure, it might take me 2 weeks to actually like get it out of my system, but the body is capable of doing that on its own. It does not need antibiotics, is basically what I got to the point of. Um, I feel like at this point, if I was prescribed antibiotics on Tuesday, like 4 days in it, when I was miserable, like I looked like hell. Like, I'll insert a picture. My son was snuggling next to me, and that was even Wednesday. That was my one of my better days. I was a ghost. I looked like a ghost. Like, I lost 8 pounds in 5, 6 days. Could not keep a single thing down. So if if that if the medicine was prescribed then, I probably would have took it, because I did not see that I was going to get any better. I did not think I was going to get any better. I was like, I'm going to die. Like, I'm literally going to die from this, whatever this was. At that point, I did not know what it was. Um, so, considering that it was not prescribed then, it was prescribed now when I'm 100% like, I wouldn't say 100% better, but I am better. um I'm not using the restroom as often. I'm able to eat, like I had some fruit. I was able to eat some fruit. I was able to eat some like, I'm able to eat rice or my bread or whatever without immediately running to the restroom. My cramps had gotten a little better, still really bad stomach ache, but overall they had improved. So I feel like if it was prescribed back then when I was feeling so miserable, I probably would have took it. But considering that I feel better, I wasn't ready to take it. I did not want to take it and run into other issues and possible other infections. Like everything is looking really good and I'm about ready to set. I'm gonna need to blush more and bronze more and finish up my under eye area. Like, I am going with my La Prairie Skin Caviar loose powder. Stuff is amazing, you guys. So that's what's been going on. It was not a fun week. It was not a fun week at all. Like, I hate when you have days like weeks like that or days like that where it all just blends in together. Like all of the days blend in together. I was on the phone with a friend of mine yesterday and then we're talking. I was like, "Oh yeah, I have my tattoo on Saturday, on next Saturday." And she was like, "Next week?" I was like, "No, this week, this Saturday." And she was like, "That's tomorrow, right?" I'm like, the days when you're in bed feeling so crappy, so ill, the days just bye bye. Like they really just evaporate in a way. Like, has it really been 5 days of me laying here, sweating profusely all night, having chills, um, bawling over, like just keeping as much pressure on my stomach as possible to kind of like ease the aching but not make it worse kind of thing is just like you look at it and you're like, how could it have been so long? That powder is just gorgeous, don't you think? I mean, this guy is beautiful, really beautiful powder. I do want to set. I think I'm ready. I think I'm ready to call this one done. I'm gonna read the out parts. I'm gonna set the outer perimeter. Actually, I can't get rid of it yet. I still have powder in here. Let's see if I can concentrate my brush. But yeah, like I mean, I've never had that. I've never had an illness like that, and if you have, I'm so sorry. It is awful. I see you. I hear you. It is horrible. It is horrible. I would not wish that, not even on my enemy. Like, I don't have any enemies, but um, I wouldn't wish that on anybody. The pain of it, and the just the miserable, like felt miserable. I'm better. So I'm happy about that. I think everything is looking really, really pretty. I do want to go back to the eyes. I'm gonna use that one shade. So I mainly use this shade and then this shade from the palette. And then I use that half magic uh, all over the lid. So yeah, that's my update. Again, I like was hoping to film my shop my stash video. I was hoping to film my declutter video, like my again either my lippy or my or blush or both. So I had plans. And then I was so sick, right? I had my eyeshadow uh, video collection, like eyeshadow declutter. Word I'm looking for. I had it already filmed. It's like about 3 hour of like filming. And I edited it down. I edited it and I was at the 2 hours and I don't know. I don't know if I had a fever or what, but the exporting of the file failed and I deleted all of my work, like all of the hours I spent editing. And I'm like, why? Why? How could this happen? How could this happen? Like it would have been fine if it was like a video that was like a shorter video that I didn't spend so long trying to like edit it and make it into like 2 hours, kind of thing. I'm like, okay. I'm like, Manya, we need to put this down. We need to take a break. Not looking at this now. So I finally finished editing it again yesterday, and I just got to take some thumbnail uh, pictures, and just that video should be up pretty soon. But just like when you're down, life just steps on you. Like, hey, you're having a rough day. I'll just make it rougher for you. Yeah, that's literally what it felt like. Anyway, it's all right. We'll move on. I hope to have some time from work this week um, to be able to film at least my shop, my stash, because I really miss filming that one, and I would like to rotate some makeup. I'm ready for that. I did read. I read quite a few books while I was miserable. One of them that I would highly, highly recommend would be the newest Kate Quinn book, The Briar Club. Ooh, hoo, 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 hoo. I love her writing. I just love her writing style. She's totally my kind of like that. That's who I would want to read. And I'm like, I want a good book to kind of like. They're not always cheery, but when I need a good book, I can rely on her. All right, let's go ahead and go in with the Kosas bronzer. This is in the shade Beachy. What else did I do while I was in bed? I don't know why I have to smell this bronzer, but I do. Oh, did quite a bit of online shopping, so there'll be a new haul coming soon. Ulta had their 10 times the points event, which I wish I was feeling a little bit better. I probably would have done a better job kind of picking out the things that I really want to try, or some necessities that I should have um, picked up some backups of, which I did not do. And I'm like, dang it. I wish I was feeling better so I could have done that at least. Like I would have totally picked up a couple more like my hair care products during that event. I was getting low from my on my Purology uh, shampoo and conditioner. So there could have been things that I could have picked up. Did I need them right then and there? No, but I was gonna need them at some point pretty soon. Excuse me. I feel like I need to clean this up a bit. Like this is kind of sharp or this is not. So I'm gonna use one of these sponges, and I'm gonna try. Let's try this. See if I can get it to get more winged out. What else? What did I order? I got a couple stuff from, or two items from Victoria Beckham. I finally got that contour stylist thing, and I got one of her single shadows. I got the shade Mink. What else did I order? I ordered some brushes from Refer. Mm, now I'm like, what else did I shop for? Who knows? I was high on fever. I don't know. I was tripping with a fever. I told my husband, I texted him, oh, I think I ordered from Shantakai. Is that when I ordered from Shantakai? Or did I order from Shantakai before? I told my husband I was laying in bed. I was like, hey, don't be mad when all these boxes start showing up at the door. Mama is not feeling good. Mama needs her retail therapy. And my husband is such a baby when it comes to sicknesses. Like he has asthma, so I get it. Like he tries really hard not to get, he tries to stay away from anybody with a cold or anything respiratory or any sort of sickness. He's just like, I don't need to expose myself. I'm staying away. Um, but he was so sweet. He was taking care of me. He would run to the store for me, pick up Gatorades for me, uh, pick up ginger ales. So the first day, like when he had went to the store, I'm gonna say it again. We do keto. So when I asked for ginger ales and I asked for Gatorades, of course he'd get me the no sugar. But then the fact that I wasn't eating anything, like almost nothing was going in my stomach. I'm like, honey, you're gonna have to go back and get the full sugar ones because this is basically gonna be my calorie intake because I can't. I could not eat anything. So he did. He went back to the store and he got me my full sugar ginger ales and Gatorades and got me some popsicles like fruit pops, which I was actually so thankful for because these I was able to keep down, um, and I was able to eat them without like that gaggy, nauseated feeling. So he's a baby when it comes down to his own sickness. Like he would be a total baby, and he even was like, if this was me, I would be freaking out. What he will say that to me. Okay, I need more blush. So I'm going with the shade Happy. Let's see, what brush do I want to use for it? No, I think I'm going to use the back side of the Nikki brush, the N17, like the darker fiber. So yeah, that's my story, you guys. That's how I spend the week, fully miserable in bed. I got out of bed on Thursday. That was the first day that I was actually able to get out of bed. I was able to go downstairs, um, like hang out with my son, hang out with my husband for a little bit. My husband actually worked from home every day last week except for Thursday. He had some meeting he just could not go to. He's like, if you need anything, you just call me and I'll come right away. But I had my son with me and we just played video games. Um, and we just snuggled on the couch. I really needed that. I absolutely needed that. I needed to be around him and like having him just be there, be my son, like hug me, and it made me feel better. And then when I wasn't feeling well, we'd play video games. I'd be like, okay, mommy needs to take like I need to close my eyes on for a few minutes. Like, okay, mom. So super sweet. But yeah, I do not wish this on anybody. I don't wish anything remotely similar on anyone. I've heard people say horrible stuff about food poisoning and like I'm like, okay. Um, this was to me, I mean, food poisoning or when I asked some friends, because I had a friend who she had said that she had some food poisoning at some point and I was like, oh, you know how long it lasts? She's like, oh, 24 hours. I'm like, crap. I'm on day 5, lady. Like how so It's, yeah, it's awful. It is absolutely awful. Ooh, okay. That's a big loop. And this is the CoverGirl brow something. Brow enhancer gel wax. I think the look turned out pretty nice. A lot more put together than how I thought I was gonna be. I do have a little bit of filling in to do over here. Let's see. For lips, and then mascara. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and do my setting spray real quick. I guess I'm gonna stick to the Turtur. I think the look turned out so beautiful. I do want to undo my hair because I think that it will show. Look at my curls. I love them. They're so pretty. They're so cute. I don't know about you guys, but I was laying in like I have to take a shower even though I'm like feeling miserable and sick. Oh, and I feel like when my hair is ugly, I feel ugly, like it's like I know it's stupid. I know I washed my hair on Tuesday at some point and it was like, no, there's no way that I'm gonna spend any time or energy on like brush styling it or doing anything with it. But then yesterday I washed it because I'm like, I'm getting my tattoo. I will not be able to move my arm very easily. So we needed to take some time and give this hair some TLC. Okay, for lippy, I thought I was gonna use the Makeup Forever, but somebody, I know, I read comments when I'm in bed sick. I was saying, I just wanted to see what the color was gonna look like. Somebody, one of my subscribers, I want to say her name's Cynthia. She asked if I picked up the Maybelline lifter liners. So when Ulta had their 10 times the event, I picked up one of them. I picked up the shade Fine Line. So I'll do a swatch of it. And then this is the Fenty Balm in, is it Fussy? Hmm. I think the combo is really pretty. Hmm. I want to do mascara because I don't trust an eye look with no mascara yet. So I feel like it just pulls everything together or not. All right, so here is the final look. I really like how everything turned out. I gotta wear my earrings before I forget. I like it. I think the lip had a lot more color than I thought. It could be the fact that the lip liner had color too. But I'm not mad about it. I like how it looked. I will try to insert some videos when I go, when I go for my tattoo. I'll take a couple videos, and then I'll do a little check-in a little bit later today, see how everything wore out. So I'll see you in a little bit. All right, you guys, I just got back from my tattoo. We finally finished up the Lunita. We finished her. He touched up quite a bit of it, actually. Mainly the leaves, and then the gardenia, her face, her whiskers. My makeup's still looking real good. My lippy is gone, as was expected. But overall, I think it lasted pretty well. It was what? How many hours so far? 4 or 5 hours ago? I had put my makeup on. So we're still looking decent. We're still looking good. Maybe I'll have one last check-in later today. It's really hard. It's today's, I want to get some natural lighting. Let's see. Let's see if I have how the weather is outside. It's just so gloomy. Like, oh, I guess maybe not anymore. It was gloomy. Sunshine. Let's see if I can flip this camera around so we can see me in some sunlight. Maybe a little bit better. Here's sunlight or natural lighting. I know I have a light in the back, but I'm standing right in front of the window. I think everything held up really nicely. I really like that foundation, and the powder is so beautiful. Well, yeah, my lippy is just gone. And part of my tattoo, I was laying down on my face so he can get, like, you know, the back side of my arm. So I felt like maybe some of this rubbed off here on like my blush or whatnot, but I don't think it looks bad. I don't think it looks batchy or anything. I think it looks pretty decent. I'm about to have a snack before we go out to dinner. My first time out, I'm scared. I'm scared to eat out, to be honest. I'm really scared to eat out. But hopefully it'll be all okay. Anyway, I hope that you guys, I'll try to do one more check-in, but if not, I hope you guys have a good rest of your weekend. I'm gonna try to get this video up as soon as possible. Very little editing, and yeah, talk to you later. Bye.